Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. We're back again. Sometimes I just sit in my room and I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. If you know, you know. Anyway, something I've been thinking about is that when it comes to MAGA folks, I can be a little harsh, okay? But it's because I understand the foolishness that they're into. Now, granted, nobody wants to feel tricked. Nobody wants to feel stupid or look bad. But when you double down and you know you're in the wrong, that's pride. When your ego can't admit the wrongdoing, when you say that you believe in America first, but you elect somebody who has made more in 4 years in Washington than they did their entire career. Does that sound like America first, or does that sound like Trump first? Okay? When you know that you're still struggling with groceries, egg prices are still up, ground beef, veggies, fruits, all these things, and they don't care. He's never been in a grocery store in his life. He doesn't even, this is beyond his comprehension to understand what the average American actually goes through. Either that or he just doesn't care. You take your pick which one, okay? Somebody once said that you have to be asleep to believe in the American dream. What's the opposite of sleep? Being awake. What's the past tense? Woke. So if you want to sleep on what's going on in the world, then you can keep saying that you're anti-woke. But that's really what woke means. It means that you're paying attention to what's going on. Okay? And it used to be that the American dream was for everyone. But what Republicans and MAGA has done is they have tricked poor, non-rich, poor white folks into believing that the American dream doesn't exist as long as there are minorities and immigrants that are taking those opportunities away from you. So instead of going after the American dream yourself, what they have tricked you into doing, or tricked MAGA into doing, is trying to prevent the American dream for everyone else. It's okay to be poor and white as long as you're not an immigrant, as long as you're not a Muslim, as long as you're not black, as long as you're not gay or trans, as long as you're not these things, then it's okay to be poor and not to chase after the American dream, okay? Because the American dream is not for you. It's really, the only opportunities around is for the rich and the Nepo babies, that means nepotism, and their friends. That's it. They're gutting Social Security, and they don't want Medicare or Medicaid or the ACA subsidies because they want to give that money for tax breaks for rich people. Haven't you gotten it yet? Haven't you understood yet? We're 2-3 weeks into a government shutdown, but Trump is talking about making a $200 or $250 million ballroom at the White House. Like, the money, where's that money coming from when the government shut down? He doesn't care. He'll find it. He's gonna take it from you. That's where he's gonna get it from. They have no concept. And then the slap in the face to all the farmers, the soybean farmers here in America that are losing their farms. Not only has he already given $20 billion to Argentina, he's looking to give an additional $20 billion to help bail out Argentina while the farmers that voted for him are losing their farms. They're losing the farm. And you wonder why I was so against electing somebody who had filed bankruptcy 5, 6, 7 times. He's trying to bankrupt America. He's trying to bankrupt all of our poor behinds. That's what he's trying to do. Because he doesn't care. He'll just move off into the Baltics or move off to Qatar, where he's building another luxury golf course and resort. He doesn't care. He's going to take his money and run. And I wish MAGA folks were smart enough to see through all the BS, but I think their ego and pride won't allow them, and that's a damn shame. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my video, which technically is more like a journal more than anything at this point. But you guys have a good afternoon.